really quite understand the GT Pro before I rode it. Does it share a similar specification as the ET Max? It runs the SAN 168 volt controller and the SAN 4 kilowatt C38 motor. Why did Bigo Extreme Bowl bother to release a duplicate model with just a shell swap?
But now, having ridden it for a month, I'm starting to realize that this is in fact a radically different wheel as compared to the ET Max. So much so that I can confidently tell you that it is now my favorite Bigo electric unicycle ever,
despite all of its flaws, which I will certainly get into also. I can tell you that it is officially the fastest electric unicycle I have ever ridden, with a free spin speed of, are you ready for this? 136 miles per hour. Absolute insanity. And this week I'm gonna push this wheel and myself to the absolute limit and see how fast it can actually go. And if I can actually reach 70 miles per hour on an electric unicycle. Are you ready to see some ludicrous speed?
Ludicrous speed.
Roll the intro.
Like and subscribe if you enjoyed this video and help spread the uni gospel.
First, a quick shout out to Jason at eWheel for sending me this GT Pro for review purposes, but as usual, opinion expressed is strictly my own. And check out my online EUC accessory shop, themosfet.com, for accessories and swags. And on to the show. I'm going to start by first telling you that the Extreme Bowl GT Pro is not a very good looking wheel, except for the over-designed front and back handle, including this strange CNC spoiler that serves no functional purpose, and a comically tiny headlight taken from the Commander Mini that don't actually work very well either, and a pair of terribly designed speed pad that is about as comfortable as a bag of sharp rocks in your shorts.
I'm very uncomfortable with this whole thing.
It is also extremely heavy at 110 pounds and just absolutely enormous all around. This brick house of a wheel is so enormous that it makes even the veteran Lynx feel small and light by comparison. As a matter of fact, that there's actually enough room inside of this casing to fit in 2 additional battery packs. That is if you want to spring for the even heavier 4400 watt-hour version of this wheel. And none of that will likely bother you a single bit if you are indeed a die-hard Bigo/Extreme Bowl fan.
Because the only thing that matters is how the wheel ride, and the GT Pro is a revelation when it comes to the ride.
But to explain why that is, I must first tell you about the enormous success that veterans have had in the EUC world within the past few years. From an eager upstart a few years ago with a single hit, they have evolved into the gold standard and best-selling high-performance electric unicycle.
To the point that you could not help but notice similarity between new flagship wheels from other companies with the latest veteran release.
Which was my one criticism for the Bigo ET Max. I could not help but feel that it is sort of the Bigo version of the veteran Lynx, and not just similar specification, but also how it rides and handles. And there is nothing wrong with that considering how good the Lynx is. However, I could not help but feel that the ET Max is missing that special Bigo secret sauce that make their wheel unique and exciting to ride.
Bigo has always been about daring to experiment and to push the boundary of what is possible and to retread the same territory as a wheel from their main competitor felt like a concession.
The GT Pro, on the other hand, feels like everything the ET Max should have been, despite the fact that it is technically not a Bigo wheel. And let me also say that this is not going to be a typical wheel review, since the demo wheel I have right here may not be configured the same way that you would be able to actually purchase in the shop. The GT Max is going to come in a variety of battery size, motor configuration, and run on different tires depending on who you will be purchasing this wheel from. And if that sounds terribly confusing, then welcome to Bigo, the enthusiast electric unicycle company.
As elite units go, we're the elitist of the elite.
There are certain advantages since this does allow you to get the exact wheel that fit your riding style, as long as you know exactly what it is that you want.
What I can tell you is that the combination of its large size, enormous power output, and Maxi's 21-inch ultra-wide tire gives you a ride I feel that is radically different than what you would get with the veteran links.
The problem with the Lynx is that it is trying to cover a wider market segment since Veteran only releases a single wheel per year. So it must be all things to everyone. It must be good at both high-speed street ride as well as off-road hill climb.
But those radically different usage result in competing requirements that don't exactly match. You want lightweight, compact, and maneuverability for off-road, but that same agility compromises stability at high speed.
The smaller size also reduces the area for speed pad placement, which is crucial for high-speed riding. I have pushed the pads as far forward as I can without resorting to an extension pad.
But even then, my knees end up well in front of the wheel casing, and without anything to grab onto feels more precarious and less stable in a full-lean acceleration.
As compared to the GT Pro, which just offer a much greater expense of mounting options simply because of its enormous size. It's like a football field you got here. The other factor is the Maxi's ultra-wide tire, which are heavier but adds to the gyroscopic spinning force of the wheel, which further increase wheel stability at high speed.
Combined, these design decisions are more likely experimental choices, strongly bias the GT Pro towards high-speed road performances. Yes, it is less maneuverable as compared to the Lynx, but it is also noticeably more stable during hard acceleration and high-speed cruising, to the point where it reminds me of my all-time favorite, the Gotway Monster, which also has similarly wide proportion and heavier wheel weight. And if you are a fan of the original Monster, then you will like the GT Pro.
With that said, it is time for us to talk about exactly how fast is the GT Pro.
First of all, this is a wheel that would effortlessly accelerate up to 50 miles per hour and hold that speed easily, and is all around unbelievably, shockingly fast. Much so that I had to change my riding style and leave a much larger safety buffer zone when I push this wheel, since at 50 miles per hour you'll be covering the length of a football field every 4 seconds. About how long it took me to complete this sentence. No one, be it driver, pedestrian, cyclist, would ever be able to fathom that a man standing on what looked like a suitcase could be as fast as you will be riding this wheel. And I have had to emergency brake for pedestrian unknowingly crossing the street a block away, since I would cover that block-long gap in the brief instance between her first look down the street stepping off the curb and the second over-the-shoulder check 3 steps later. Everything else, bikes, car, motorcycle, all feel slow and sluggish by comparison, and never had I been so tempted to install a truck horn so as to gently tell everyone to get the heck out of my way.
But the only way for us to truly test the upper limit of this wheel is to take it to our favorite testing spot, the Cutout Tunnel, which at 1,400 feet or 420 meters, theoretically at full speed will only take me 1.4 seconds to make it through. Absolutely ridiculous.
At 60 miles per hour, you are pushing against the equivalent of Class 1 hurricane wind force, and gentle, uneven road surfaces turn into ugly, hairy, bouncing castle, threaten to toss you at a moment's notice, which is where the other hidden weapon of the GT Pro comes into play, the same excellent hydraulic piston suspension it has inherited from the Commander Pro. It is stiff and not as smooth as the Sherman S, but just about perfect for high-speed runs, and the GT Pro feels solid and stable even north of 60 miles per hour, which cannot be said of the Veteran Lynx. acceleration is strong all the way up to 65 miles per hour, where the 80% voltage warning kicks in and the acceleration curve begins to flatten out. But if you are willing to risk it all by pushing the beeps in service of record-breaking runs, then the GT Pro is perfectly happen to supplement your insanity and continue to feed you ever greater speed. And on the third run, the absolute unthinkable happened. The GT Pro power passed the 70 miles per hour mark, and there can be no more doubt that it is by far the fastest electric unicycle ever.
Yes, the GT Pro has problems. The firmware is buggy, it is large, heavy, and difficult to maneuver, and just as hard to ride. It is also poorly weather sealed, and so should never be ridden in the wet. And even though it does have a BMS, still lack individual cell tracking, the feature that we have been asking for years. And even basic things like a headlight, tail lights, and a kickstand don't work really all that well. And of course, all of that at more than $4,000 and the same price as the much better built Veteran Lynx.
But it is an electric unicycle capable of speed that no one would believe is possible, and Bigot deserve credit for pushing the tech so very far in such little time. And it is probably not a great choice for the majority of the EUC rider, but for the few that want the very ultimate in performances, it is now king of the EUC hill. So what do you think? Is the GT Pro an insane EUC breakthrough or a threat to EUC legality? And do we need an 80 mile per hour wheel next? Well, that is what the comment section below is for. You know what? Once again, I had rambled on for too long and waste another 15 minutes of your life, but I hope you enjoyed it. Shout out to my supporter on Patreon. Please check out the link in the video description below if you enjoy and like to support my work. And as always, as much as we all love electric unicycle, the only way for us to get better wheel is to grow as a community. So tell your friend, teach them how to ride, and get them hooked. Until the next video, thank you.